Welcome back in, clones. Last time around, we suffered an absolutely crushing defeat. We had an amazing run with amazing loot, and I immediately after saying I'm just gonna look a little bit more loot because it seems so safe, we got absolutely wrecked by some Quasimorphs. As in, like, I didn't stand a chance. Poor Francis here paid the price, and not only did we lose our highest level clone, we also lost all of his gear. Which was by far our best stuff. You can see here he is being recloned. I believe we are like 10 hours out from a new Francis, so we're going to have to go in with somebody new. We have done a couple runs with Elizabella, who is a cannibal melee expert, but I did want to try out one of the new classes that we picked up, so we're going to run a Victoria run here with the Angel of Spades. Angel of Spades seems to be kind of a sniper class. Now, they want me to be using 797 ammo, but I don't have a gun that does that. But we do have a marksman rifle, so we're going to use the marksman rifle that we have. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some use out of it. We have extra weapon range from sniper. We have blind shot here, which a hit outside your sight range activates the trigger. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to do for me, but apparently I want to hit things outside of my sight range. We have a stun if we kill things. Killing activates, yeah. So we kill if we stun. We get extra marksman accuracy and extra optical sight range. So we should have quite far range. Probably farther than we're going to be able to actually see them, in all honesty. We have physical wound damage +3. So some extra damage. And range crit chance +50%. Skipping a turn in stealth mode activates the trigger. Okay, so we'd like to line up our shots, essentially. Okay, so I don't need to shoot in stealth mode. I just need to skip a turn in stealth mode. Okay, that sounds pretty easy. If we look at Victoria here, she gets weapon range +2 and sight range is 8. I believe sight range 8 is standard. Oh no, I guess we have a little less on Isabella. So I guess that's all right. Ranged accuracy here is 45 for reference. Francis was 40. So we're a little bit higher on that. The marksman rifle should make us pretty darn good. And we also have crit damage 170, which also seems to be about average. Again, the class will up that a little bit. I did go ahead and give her the gear that we have. I really strongly considered whether I was going to bring a sidearm, but I think we're going to try to pick one up in map. Kind of a minimalist setup here. We did have fighter backpack. I think we must started with this because I don't remember picking this up. So hopefully this will do us. If we lose this, we're down to tourists, which are very small backpacks. We really need a successful run here. What run are we going to do? Well, there's a very easy mission here. Kyoko no Ai. We have either destroy the communication district equipment of Grasshopper Technologies, but we're actually going to support the other side. We're going to try to protect the communication equipment of Grasshopper Technologies. The mission itself here says that this is a 1-floor mission, and the power concentration is really low. So hopefully that's going to be the case here for Victoria, her first run. Hopefully this will be the case. Before we jump in there, this is against Franck. So we have looked at Franck before. These guys are the security system, the prison people. We are going to be helping out Grasshopper Technologies. CEO is Hodaya Lehman. Their headquarters is the Angel Terminal. They are a transportation corporation, especially for heavy cargo. Grasshopper Technologies is a transport giant, the absolute leader in cargo delivery in the outer system. The corporation specializes in fast and reliable delivery to the outermost frontiers of developed space. It also ensures the safety of transportation, assuring that all logistics specialists are also trained in highly effective defense. The routes used by Grasshopper Technologies have more than enough threats, including Unchained Belt and its pirate crews. The corporation prides itself on logistics squads, which are ready to repel anyone who encroaches on the convoy. The high demand for cargo protection has spawned a whole division within the corporation dedicated to hiring and training space cowboys who are more interested in space battles than stable work. Rumor has it that such squads are often used by corporations far beyond transportation industry. According to other information, its defense units compete with full-fledged military contractors. The corporation's motto is, cargo is not only delivered, it's delivered safely. Grasshopper Technologies provides its services to both small companies and large market players who do not want to risk their transport assets. The history of Grasshopper Technologies began as a corporation that delivered cargo across Earth using suborbital jumps. Each rockets were called grasshoppers, hence the name of the corporation. Soon after the Great Anarchist Revolution, the corporation saw prospects in the development and transportation of cargo to the outer system, gradually building a complex logistical infrastructure of intermediate stations and then beginning to train security squads. I really hate how this game just loves to close every single menu when you think you're going backwards. If we look at their technology, they are closing in on level 2. They would give us a marksman rifle if we could be so lucky. That does use a 797. So if we get lucky on our rewards, maybe we'll actually be able to pick up a proper marksman rifle here. A submachine gun, a basic item. We could really use some armor or a backpack that we could actually create for ourselves. That would be super duper useful. Yeah, nothing else too stellar here, but I would be happy enough. Okay, let's do that mission. We want to do it. So control, we need to try to protect the point. Hopefully this will go well for us. The location of the communication center is marked on your map. Sabotage groups will infiltrate Kyoko no Ai as they attempt to overcome the anti-space defenses. Eliminate them. Don't let them destroy the satellite dish. All right, so we are protecting a point in this one. The map shows the location of the objects you need to protect. Go there and wait for the guests. Okay, so immediately let's go down to sneak. Make sure that there's no friends near us. All right, so it is off to the east. I don't know how long I have before our friends become less friends. Okay, yeah, I was just curious. I know we can get some upgrades where we can put cargo on the ship. Okay, still not seeing anything. No loot to be had. Okay, that already is a little... Okay, nothing in it. I was gonna say a little spooky to have that immediately there. Let's just immediately get to next door. Still not seeing anybody. Okay, I'm gonna assumed incorrectly. Empty. I am a little concerned that we have found literally nothing so far. And this also appears to be a dead end. Okay, I'm gonna guess we need to go back up that way. Hopefully we have some time before things arrive, because otherwise I'm in trouble. Okay, here we go. At least something there. Oh, it's a stove, so we could cook here. We also have a side room that is empty. Curious to me that this place is so empty. Okay, still empty. Okay, oh, we have multiple... Okay, I assume that when we arrive, the threats will become active, because otherwise we're in a lot of trouble here. Is this a dead end? No. Okay, still not seeing anybody. Still not seeing anything. We're still a decent way away. Still nothing, huh? Man, we're already working up an appetite. We still haven't even made contact with anybody. I guess it's a defense mission, so I guess that makes sense. There wouldn't be friendlies here or anything. Prepare to defend. I detected enemy signatures. Do not let the customer's property be destroyed. Okay, so this is what we're defending. I'm going to assume that they're going to come in from this direction. So we just waited while in stealth. Precise shot, range crit chance plus 50%. Okay, so my ideal is they'll open the door and we'll get to pop them with this. Although it went away there. Okay. Hey friend, it's a free woman. What do you do for a living? You have a fist and absolutely crappy gear. You have a 95% chance to hit. Let me remind myself, there's no reason that we need to shoot from stealth, right? No, there is no reason that we need to. So we're going to go up to a walk so that we get 2 shots, basically. Okay, we got a kill. Ghost Killer. Stun duration. Radius 2. Killing activates the trigger. Back down to stealth. What's my reload timer on this? Fire, scatter. Reload 5 AP. Okay, we're not going to reload yet. Okay, another free woman. This one has a pipe. Okay, killing her in the doorway made the doorway stick open. Maybe to my advantage here if we... let's go here. Okay, yeah, now we have multiple targets. Okay, let's go up to a walk. Free man, he has a robo fist. Yeah. Step here. Getting a little spicier on the door. A doggo. Sorry. Alright, now I'm feeling the reload. I'm going to start reloading. I'm going to open the door behind me. I knew that was going to happen. And we are going to step back. And we have a wound. We are bleeding. We'll go ahead and put the bandage on that. One more. Okay. We have reloaded. Okay, I'm going to go down to sneak and wait it out. You're going to tell me when we're done defending this, I take it? Okay, precise shot is up. Oh, I see. It's got a cooldown of 12 turns. Okay, that's a little hard to time here. Okay, we're getting pretty hungry. How about a little mid-combat snack? Okay, we're also not getting any Quasimorphosis at the moment. We're spending a lot of calories for just sitting around. Not the okay, we have not finished. I assume it's gonna pop up and tell me when it's good. I really wish we hadn't killed people in that door, so they would have to spend an AP to open it. Precise shot increase to level 2. Okay, I mean, plus 60% crit chance, sure. If nothing else, I guess we're leveling that up. Where are we at on calories? Okay, so when we get to 800, I'll want to eat my bigger food. I didn't bring that much food. I didn't think this through, that there would be, like, very little loot. Okay, it's still saying that there could be somebody coming. Maybe let's push out a little bit. We'll at least start looting. Buckshot. Okay, not really the type of gun I particularly want, but I will nab it just to have something. Doggo has nothing. Nothing of use. Fried meat. Plus 100 Quasimorphosis. Yeah, I don't think so. No, thank you. No, thank you. We're already picking up a bajillion rags. I'm not super into that. Fibromin burn tablet. Okay, so like a Healy item. Okay, the flesh might be able to rot, and then we can use that to craft the antibiotic. So I will hold off on that. A manipulator. Robot body part. I just got a comment from somebody before I started recording that if we had a knife, we could remove these things. So maybe in the future I should consider bringing a knife with us so we could do that. Extra melee damage, extra range, that could be kind of cool. But can't do anything with it here. Fried meat. Spoils after a day. Okay, I guess we'll grab that for now. Not like super into that. I'm not seeing any other signatures. I just don't know how these work. Am I done? We're not. I don't want somebody to like slide by. I'm not seeing anybody. Prepare to defend. I've detected enemy signatures. Do not let the customer's property be destroyed. All right. Are we at a dead end? Yes. We like that. We like that a lot. Okay, so if that's the case, then I should be able to go back up here. I was going to say and hold that room. Oh, a 0 there. What do you got? A knife and an actual shoddy. All right, I'm going to back out of that. Okay, we would not get a clean shot here. I'm going to back up. I don't see him. Yikes. Okay, that could have turned out really badly. All right, we're taking pot shots here. Oof. Fracture to our stomach. Okay. Not what I wanted. Okay, 2 action points. This is dangerous. Yep. That was really dangerous. Okay, we need to do something. So we have a fracture here. Apparently I don't have what I need to fix that. Stabilize all wounds. Use. All right. First aid kit, 1 use done. It's interesting that that doesn't show up on that screen. I would have expected it to. And I think we probably better do a reload here. So let's just back off for a second. Go down to sneak. Oh my. We still have a turn of reloading. Okay, not great. Not great. And immediately pop another one there. Our calories are also getting kind of low. It does seem to be everybody for the moment. Yoink. What are you? Employee ID. Valuable item. Okay. Starlock 2. Alright. You have 3 condition. We'll take you instead. A little bit dangerous. Okay. I was gonna say I saw the door move, but it wasn't that. Yoink. Okay, a border. I also probably need to get the I need to get some weapons back on the ship. I don't have one of these, and I do kind of like those shotguns. And the knife. Okay, maybe we could use that to... Wait, we could stabilize a wound with hurt? No. Okay, so what do you have? You have a fracture. Obviously not what I have. Is that really the case? It is the case. Okay, I was able to use that. Gunpowder. Okay, I'm ditching the meat already. Probably should ditch the rags, but I'm not going to yet. Oh, big ammo. All right, we're not gonna take 2 things of rags. I'm gonna bring that rubber. I guess a rod. Okay, we are not enjoying ourselves. Ow. All right, this different play style is not doing well for me at the moment. Step aside. We're gonna go up to a run. I need to get more shots out. Of course. Of course. Just begin to leave, and again, battles are everywhere. Okay, we are not getting Quasimorphosis. We just blasted a whole bunch of dudes. As usual, we got shot yet again. I'm going to start a reload, and we're going to back up. And we're going to pop another med kit. That is our last use of it. Hopefully, we'll be all right. Wait. Okay, we're not seeing anybody, and our reload is up. Okay, there's a dude. All right, what do we got? 9 mil and a morphine. I'll take the morphine. I would bring this out, but I can't fit it, so disassemble. I don't want more rags. Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna be hauling weird. Oh no, a welding machine. I say oh no because I have to carry it. I'm dropping the rubber. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna eat. There we go. All right, that is unfortunately all of our food. Just of note. We'll take. Well, I would like to bring the weapon parts. All right, I'm gonna leave the rubber. We're gonna take the weapon parts. Ooh, not leaving that. I brought the beer along with us, thinking that we would need to fight Quasimorph, but unfortunately, that doesn't seem like the case. Okay, some extra chips. I'll eat them. I'm not going to carry that around. Long blades. I would love to carry those out. All right, I'm dropping the rods. I'm going to bring those. We can use those to repair things I care about. Okay, good to know. I saw that guy up there. Take that. All right, so for this, I'm going to move back here. Yeah, I need to be taking these max range shots, not getting in these close range shoddy duels. Yeah, like this is better. Yeah, something like this. Again, I killed him in the doorway. We kind of lucked out that both of our defense points were essentially in the same spot. We're still not good. We have one objective defended. I'm gonna play it dangerous again. Luxury lunches. A luxury good. Okay. I can't bring everything all at once. We'll leave the knife. Ledger is valuable data. I will take that. I will take the ammo. Take the ammo. Take the ammo. Oh, we have a full stack. All right. I don't have more room, but I do have room for more powder. We have 7 shots. That should be fine. Disassemble. What do you actually have? A knife, okay. But man, the cover and my luck. Okay, so what must have happened there is he was in one of those groups and he got scared and ran away. That's kind of suck. He could have ran really far away and I would have been stuck down here just waiting, thinking they were going to attack it. All right, we need to get back to the shuttle. Let's reload while we're doing this. Barofil pain tablets. I mean, would I bring those? Let's be honest, probably not. I do want to bring some rags so we can craft. This whole place seems to be bereft of loot, so I'm not going to loot goblin here too much. We're just going to head to the shuttle and get out of here. Making pretty good time. Okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. We needed just a nice quiet mission. That's what we got. Evacuation. Successfully evacuated. We did get a welding machine, which is a nice piece of something we're looking for. Kyoko no Ai continues to generate profits for Grasshopper Technologies. It's extremely grateful for us for our work. The valuable cargo has already been transferred to the Magnum. Oh man, we got the SMG. That's unfortunate. All right. Oh, but we did get a second welding machine and a basic chip. All right, I don't hate that. All right, now unload all. Hopefully that actually sticks things where it needs to be. And I'm actually going to unload ammo of this and that, and unload those two, and ditto with that. Okay, well, we didn't find any new gear or anything we wanted to use, so a little unfortunate there. And, well, here, let's just finish that. All right, spacecraft. Yes, yes, yes. We have an upgrade somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so we can pick one of two upgrades. We could do modern machines, which make things craft faster. That's not really a problem for me at the moment. Slots would be higher. Okay, that's faster. Okay, this is the same. Number of slots. Okay, work shift control. Q+2. That would be a nice quality of life thing. Really what I want is to probably get to here ASAP. Resource extraction module. Additional consumables drop after completing missions. So I probably just want to get to that as soon as possible. Now, no other upgrades that we can do need welding machines, right? Or at least none that we have at the moment. Oops. Research. No. Okay. All things being equal then, I suppose we grab this. Yes. So next thing we need is industrial spare parts. We need 2 of them. Alternatively, we also need more machines. All right, there are no more missions here, so let's system map. Actually, let's stock market. So we've made a couple of enemies here. Planet Bridge is the only friend that we managed to make. Well, and Ancom still likes us. I don't really care too much about you, so I'm going to unsubscribe. I don't care about that at the moment. Sunlight Coven, we could do a job for them. A machete, a makeshift knife. That's not stellar, if I'm being honest. Nice tomahawk here. Shoddy's okay. All right, I don't dislike what they have available here. Unchained, these are pirates. Rough cleaver, knuckles, a basic item. Not in love with those. I'm just looking to see if I get a choice who we want to look for reward-wise at the moment. I kind of sort of want to do another grasshopper tech. I want to get a better gun for her. All right, let's subscribe to them, and then we're going to go to system map just to see what we got. Okay, so on Venus, there's some missions. Havoc, there's some missions. Dithly, okay, none of those. Okay, none of those are them. It must be here. Ancom versus Don't Know. Okay, that is our story mission. I don't think I'm feeling up to that yet. Okay, here we go. Grasshopper Technologies versus Tezcalon. That sounds like a good plan to me. So we need to do espionage. It's a 2-level with 920 power. I feel like we can do that. Okay, so we're going to be having probably Quasimorphosis on this one. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. Before we do that, let's stock market Tezcalon. Here's our Boyo. Sector control. He owns 3 locations. Info. Emerald Emperor Tezcalon, Imperial Court of Ganix. The Feathered Temple. Ancient King of Ganix, a Brahmputra of Venus. Tezcalon and his Quasimorphs have learned how to remain in the physical world indefinitely. Tezcalon has proclaimed himself Emerald Emperor, and the solar system as his future Emerald Empire. Tezcalon seeks to subjugate all of humanity, as well as other Brahmputuras. At the end of 2199, he was able to access SBN Network and announce his intentions through their channels. The Hexarchy is doing its utmost to maintain the narrative that this was nothing more than an act of the civil resistance. We know that Tezcalon's abilities and his sudden uprise are linked to the Fresco Corporation technology. We have completed several missions for Ancom against Fresco earlier. It was our actions that led to the emergence or awakening, see below, of Tezcalon. However, we share this responsibility with Dr. Epswich. Sure. The history of Tescon is difficult to analyze precisely. This Quasimorph either appeared or reborn on Venus in late 2199. As far as we can tell, the reborn option is closer to the truth. Tescon was the highest hierarch of Ganix, but then either disappeared from the Brahma Futura or was plunged into a sleep-like state. This happened hundreds of thousands of years ago. Fresco Corporation, a virtual monopoly on the surface of Venus, was attacked by other system corporations. Such a brazen raider takeover is possible only with the tacit approval of the Hexarchy. In a desperate attempt to save the corporation, its management allowed Dr. Epschwitz, a radical scientist, to use any means necessary. The awakening of Tescon did not help Fresco survive, but those who tried to appropriate their property on Venus suffered serious losses. Tescon declared his kingdom of Ganix an empire, and he proclaimed that the new Emerald Empire is an empire of two realms. Now, he wants only one thing, and it's disgusting: to subjugate humanity. Apparently, Tescon needs us not only as servants or slaves, but also as a constant source of Gamak, the source of energy. All right, buddy boy. We're not so into that. So, we would like to travel to Venus, and we would like to do this mission. So, start travel. While we're doing that, I should be crafting. Alright, let's craft up some of these backpacks. They are complete crap, but in a horrific situation, we may have to use them. I'm going to do 2, because I already have 2. We have, I believe... Oh no, those were the Pathfinder vests. Okay, we'll do the same thing here on the Tourist. We'll make 2 of them, and that's my cue. Alright, zoom! 2 Pathfinders produced. We'll hop back in there. Okay, what else would we do? I mean, I'd rather just go in naked, frankly, than just bring like a t-shirt or something if I have to craft it myself. We have lots of buckshot. We can't make any antibiotics. We have bajillion sorbent. Okay, here we go. We still need ceramic plates. Gunsmith. I feel like that would probably be a good choice. Engineer kits. High tech. Okay, yeah, let's do this one. We can make 1. Alright, here we want to do this mission. So this is a... is this the right mission? This is not the right mission. Grasshopper, this one. Okay, so... pick up the Igvolite at MZ Fresco's platforms and evacuate with it. And we're going against King and Assassin. Okay, we're not interested in that, because we do not want to help Tescalon. Okay, so who would be best? We need to grab something and get out of there. We do have a Francis back. He's back. Weapon durability is kind of nice. I mean, that weapon is pretty nice. I don't know if I want to do Quasimorphs in melee, which would be Isabella. So maybe we do another Victoria run here. That was relatively successful, I would say. Okay, let's go into equipment. Now here, we are running out of medical kits, which makes me very sad. Those are convenient. We will bring in 2 bandages, and I do think I'm going to bring some splints this time. We'll bring in 2 splints. Those aren't hard to produce, so if we lose it, we lose it. Oh, I didn't use my chip. Unlock chip. 9mm bursting. Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. Definitely going to need some calories. We should have loot on this map, I assume. So, you know what? Let's not assume. Let's bring the one that stacks to 2. We'll bring 2,000 calories with us. Now, there also should probably be Quasimorphuses here. Let's bring some cigarettes. Oh boy, that ration's really sweet, isn't it? Okay, this lowers nicotine addiction. And lowers pain. Hopefully we don't need that. That's what I'm going to say. Hopefully we don't need that. Morphine is a really big reduction in Quasimorphosis. Maybe we bring that instead. I mean, there's only so much room, right? And then do we have anything that reduces that? We also could bring some booze. Okay, prototype blueprint is not something I can actually use. Okay, we have all these things that give XP, but not really the things I care about. Bunch of rotten vegetables. No, thank you. Okay, I'm feeling a little. Some Wagyu steak. You know what? Sure, we'll bring the Wagyu steak. If we get here and there's no Quasimorphosis, I'm bringing so much. You know what? Yeah, saying that out loud. There's got to be though, right? There has to be. We're up against the man himself. Mustard plaster. Okay, I think that's it. Let's restock our ammo. It's not a full stack. Now here, I'm kind of expecting that we're not going to be finding bullets, so I'm actually going to bring 2 stacks on the off chance that that matters. Finally, do we have a repair thing for our weapon? Okay, so insulating tape. I could just give it 20 repair. That'd be good. Gunsmith, 40 and 10 max. Okay, so that would waste just 1. Uses is 15. Repair this. Okay, that's not nearly so bad. Okay. Hopefully we won't need any more than that. I don't dare bring that with me in case we drop it. Gear's looking incredibly light up here, but it is what it is. Okay. I think that is it. Let's go ahead and start the mission. Actually, let's look at the mission itself for this one. Despite the suppression of information by the Hexarchy, it is known that MZ Fresco's platforms is in the hand of Tescalon. Grasshopper Technologies discovered something interesting there. A reconnaissance drone sent there picked up a signature of Igvilite, a quasimorphic artifact capable of accumulating Gavak. It appears that Tesla is using this station for energy storage. We have work to do. Grasshopper Technologies offers us a job to infiltrate MZ Fresco's platform and pick up the Igvilite. Extra. Platforms camouflaged as extraction station. Underneath them lies the Fresco Research Laboratory. It is there that we found information about Dr. Epswitz's head being held in the IBSA prison. Okay, interesting. The signature of Igvilite has been found. Its location is marked on the map. Move through MZ Fresco's platforms carefully. Save your strength. Grasshopper Technologies is ready to reward us well for this rock. We'll try to drop it off as close as we can. Can't promise anything. The shuttle pilot reports strange visions. Okay, strange visions. I do see things I can loot. Okay, nothing crazy on the map. Take me there. Okay, and we know that this was multiple levels. Sure. Well, that actually makes me feel a little better. A shoddy wouldn't be terrible. A rogue AR. An assault rifle. Ooh. It uses 797. Now, we actually are good at this, so I'm not going to use this. Actually, we should probably... Well, I was going to say, we probably shouldn't unload that yet. And in fact, I should not have. Let's reload that. Just so I can carry more stuff. Okay. Done reloading. I do think I would prefer to keep the shoddy in our inventory, or in our second slot for now. Nothing else is good to pick up yet. Head of cabbage. It's really nice here. That makes me worried. And we can eat it and drop it. You are worth 150 calories. Okay, don't need that yet. Hydrogel bandage. I don't think we need that. Spider cocoon. Okay, well that's telling me something, isn't it? Spider cocoon, animal organ. Ally, health, strike accuracy, range accuracy. Do I just... Am I eating that? Is that what I'm doing? Oh, yeah. What are you? A duffel bag. I will hold that for now on the off chance we can get it out of here. I don't really need it, but as usual, let's get that out. I'll eat that. Wait, there's just stuff everywhere, isn't there? A manipulator. What is that? Oh, it's a cyborg part. Okay. I've been hurt so bad. I'm ready to love loot again. Okay, stuff we can pick up. Okay, what do we got? Bolts. By certain signs, you understand that this swollen mass used to be a man. Are we the type of thing that explodes? Because you certainly seem like you would be. Alright, I waited so we could get the precise shot here. Extra crit chance. You did seem like you exploded because you're at half HP. We have a slave. The life of Quasimorph is eternal torment. Let's hope that the marginal theories about reincarnations of humans after death in Brahmafuturas are just a theory. He has weapons and gear. Okay. Let's go up to the normal walk. On the bright side, we seem to have a decent weapon for this. We have 6 shots left. Killing activates the trigger. Right, for stun. I'm just debating if we reload here. Not yet. Let's go down to sneak. We don't see anything. Alright, I'm going to start reloading. We'll see how many regrets we have. Yep. Okay, we have 2 turns until we can do anything about that. Dog meat. It's such a low value thing. We're gonna back up. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go to normal walk. You. Tall man. Quasimorphosis twisted the body of a man no less than the mind. His swollen arm throbs menacingly. How does he feel about bullets, though? The sneaky sneak. It seems pretty quiet. No, it doesn't. Okay, now... I guess we could try to get a melee weapon out of here. The condition's really low. I don't think that's happening. No. Condition's just too low for me to be interested in that. Spider flesh. Raw meat. Okay, no. Poisons us, bunch of Quasimorphosis. Also, our Quasi's getting really high. How about let's use our beer first. There you go. We are intoxicated, so we have minus some accuracy for a second here. What was that? Chitin. Or chitin. We do know that there's some armor we can make out of that. That may actually be worth nabbing. You didn't have anything special. Just a pipe. I do see we got a friend. Or 2. I mean, we are shooting a lot, but I feel like that's not terrible here. Feces, don't care too much. Okay, they seem to be streaming out of this place pretty aggressively. You know what? Let's reload. I'm gonna be a little aggressive here. All right, we are reloaded. Blue feather. Repairs. I assume that's going to be for their own gear. Fried spider. Just like Mom used to make. Okay, no. A Igvas spitter. So that guy had a pistol, essentially. It's a backup gun. Now, backup gun does give us some bonuses to our main gun. I think I am going to switch out. We already have a couple of those on the ship. I think I would rather have the bonus of a backup gun, boosting my main gun. Rotten spider flesh, no thank you. Okay, now that I think about it, don't Quasimorphs have to come out of bodies? So if there's nobody here, the amount of Quasimorphosis doesn't really matter. Because there's no one to turn into one. I'm gonna take those out. 9% chance. Ah, an actual spider. And I don't love that. Yeah, that was not what I love. I should have actually clicked on him so we could look at the stats. Ooh. Okay, in much better shape than what we have. So unload, drop. Get one with full ammo, unload. Okay, lots of stuff in here. Battery. I will take it, but we will probably not be able to use that. Okay, spiders are fast, which we kind of already knew, but yeah, that just confirms it. Auto dock. Okay, interesting, but we don't currently need anything healed. Spider cocoon. I need to remember that we can pop that for some extra range accuracy. All right, we are looking for an elevator down still. Yeah, 2 floors. I'm feeling like this is elevator material. I'm also feeling a little peckish. Let's have... That would be a little too much. Okay, we'll hold off and then we'll eat the wagyu here in a second. I do know those tin cans can be crafted with, but there's just only so much room in my inventory. A Mr. Meaty! Okay, we'll grab that. I also very much dislike how many explosive barrels are everywhere. I don't think I'm not noticing that game. Still not seeing anybody. Oh, just a random eye. Okay, that seems weirdly suspicious. Some pants. They have better durability than what I'm currently wearing. Less blunt resistance, better other thing resistance. It's kind of whatever, to be honest. Dead end. Is that fully a dead end, or was there a place to go? Fully dead end. I mean, at least it's a dead end, so I know that we're done here. That path looks not just promising, but like the only way up here. Otherwise, we gotta go way back around. Alright. Worrisome. Hearing like hissing things. Vensurian innards. They're just some random innards. There you go. Make some sausage here. This Quasimorph sausage tastes like anger. Is a container. X-Trimboline. Okay, that's one of those perk things, and some rotten meat. Alright, I'm dropping the duffel bag. We're going to take the rotten meat. And I need to make some room, so we're going to eat the cabbage. We still have some calorie room. We're going to eat the what? Well, no. Let's eat the Mr. Meaty first. The wagyu reduces quasimorphosis, so... Oh, it's actually... Okay, I see. Yeah, they're not going to spawn more of them, but it's going to keep buffing them. Also, dead end. We try to reduce this. I think we do. Alright. We have a moment to pop a little morphine here. Feels good, man. Yeah, I think when we're done with the missions we can do here, maybe a break on Mars where there's no Brumpura would be nice. All right, I think we're gonna head towards that. We're still at 250. Man, that is just not slow, is what I'll say. It's not slow. That. The second I get lazy and stop doing that, you know somebody's gonna shoot one of those right next to me. Workbench. Okay, yeah, here's those spider gear pieces I was talking about. A helmet would be really nice, so if we had a rag. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to get rags here because everybody seems to already be Quasimorphed. And this is another dead end. I dislike how much that intrusion is going up. Okay, that's probably my next spot. This looks suspiciously like the last little dead-end area we were in. Oh, I stand corrected. Man, we were so close. All right, well, let's get out of here. Floor 2. I would say that was a pretty successful first floor. Pretty happy with that. Okay, we do need to keep an eye on our calories. We have 2,400 in our bag. Robot hand out of here. We do definitely have some stuff I could drop for sure. Batteries being pretty prime among that. Spider things being pretty prime. So we get some room for some better loot if we could get some. Box. Empty end. Bunch of empty containers. Alright, we are looking. Are you on my map? You are. Alright, so we need to get this item, and then we need to get back to the elevator and get out of here. This is looking incredibly doable. Noodles. Take some extra batteries. We'll be very happy if we ever have an energy weapon that we picked up all those. Slugs. Did see that blip up there. I'm not looking to get every fight, but I will check the side rooms a little bit. Because we don't really have any prime loot. We have a lot of just stuff. I do like that assault rifle. So we do have that. But other than that, like some upgrade materials. Alright, Acolyte. The equipment of the Quasimorph resembles ceremonial attire. Everything suggests that the society of Venus's Brahmaputra is similar to some ancient human societies. I think I've read that before. Alright, we're gonna wait once. Alright, I'm gonna take a pot shot. I'm not allowed to take a pot shot. Okay. Am I really not? There we go. Yeah, because we get this. Blind shot. Perk cooldown 2. A hit outside your sight range activates the trigger. Okay, somebody in the comments is going to have to tell me, what does this do? What am I not understanding about this? I understand it's triggered by shooting somebody outside of sight range, which we just did. But why do I care? Maybe when it levels up, I get a bonus? Okay, there is somebody up there. There's somebody down there. No clear shot. Okay, that's a spicy amount of people up there. I'm not going to be taking rando shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Alright, we'll take a shot at you. They're attacking the door. Tatula. A vicious, mindless predator who follows the very principles of Ganix to kill quickly, quietly. Close that. Go up to walk, reload. I just need a second to get this reload off. Okay. You guys gonna come for the door? Doesn't seem like it. Do we switch? What do we have? Okay, no. I was gonna say if we still had the shoddy. We're gonna have to pop this door. Alright, so I'm gonna go to walk. We open the door. Surprise! Surprise! Oh, we don't like that. Okay, you can move 2. You could have moved 2. Alright, we're not gonna get the kill here, because we're in drop-off distance. If I wait. Okay, we're on cooldown, but I don't think I wait. I think it did take 2 shots. Alright. Door closes on the nick of time. chill here. Get this reloaded. Back up to full ammo. Not gonna open the door with my last action. Alright, all quiet for the moment. Okay, we're gonna go through this hopefully relatively quick. Okay, Quasi-bronze. I mean, at some point, I assume some Quasimorph gear probably gets good. Fried spider meat. Mechanism parts. Alright, our food is pretty low. We'll eat that wagyu. Make some room. We're also really high. I'm gonna go ahead and use another morphine. Oh no. Drug addiction. Accuracy minus 10. That's not great. That's not great at all. I suppose, does that count as a wound? Do not know. Oh, and it's going up. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna wait so we get the extra. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Alright, we're gonna go up to a run and then not be able to open the door. Ooh, okay, that could have turned out somewhat differently. Alright, open new. Okay, we can use the spider cocoon. Alright, this is going to be for science. It does not. Okay, well, good to know, I guess. Nothing I care about. Spider. I will take those on the off chance that we can craft that at some point. Nothing useful. I'm gonna wait. Sniper training went to level 2. Marksman accuracy plus 20. Okay, well, that's one way to get the accuracy back, I guess. Okay, we have one shell. I'm gonna go back to walking. I'm gonna start reloading. We're gonna go back again. We're all right. Back down to sneak. Okay, you actually didn't get to dissolve. Spectral Jack bone armor. Alright, I assume that's kind of what this stuff would repair. Not better than what I currently have. Starway, common glasses. Not better. Digger, cyborg armed hand. Melee damage plus 40%. Lose our weapon slots though. That's a negative there. Let's disassemble. Wire. Okay, we do need wire to make some interesting crafts. What are we gonna leave? You know what? Well, I'm already drug addicted. Maybe we shouldn't feed the need here. I think the wire... Well, no. Let's leave the plastic. Take the wire. Rotten spider flesh. A furcula. Okay, no, thank you. Another cyborg arm. No. Manipulator. Melee damage plus 10, plus 1 throw range, minus maximum health, minus range damage. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's drop... not both of those. I do want to grab that. A bunch of garbage. Possessed corpse, I did notice that. Spectral Jack helmet. Not well with that. I do notice a rag though. We could maybe make that chitin thing on... Well, no, that was on the last floor, wasn't it? None of this is gonna fit. I really need to remember to eat that spider stuff next time we get in a fight. Spider soup! Oh, delicious. Oh, we're just gonna pop that right now. Ringos, delicious. I'm gonna drop these on the floor so we can see them if we need some more food on the way out. Boy, that is just going crazy up here, isn't it? Plus 50% calories. Oh, that is terrible. Okay, this is what we came for. What gets left? Is it the wire? I would like to make more antibiotics because we could make more first aid. I'll tell you what. Oh. What? Device. Ooh! Well, that's horrific. That's horrific. I mean, alright. Welcome in, friends. I can't fit them any other way. Controller. We are going to do a little bit of peeking since we have a bunch of containers here. Rotten dog flesh. Okay. I'm going to grab that. I know how to use that. I don't know how to use the other stuff at the moment. Dog meat. No. No. What do we got up here? All these broken doors kind of make me feel like we've already pulled everything that we can pull. Alright, let's not get too cocky, don't get it. T. Give me the evac. I do want to see what that controller is, but then we're gonna get. He says, as he probably will get drawn into checking other things. What is that? A cyborg part. Bionic chest. Adds a vest slot. Oh, that's so good. All right. All right. We're not using quasi stuff. The stuff that could repair it doesn't make sense to hoard. General actions increase heal chance. I mean, that's pretty darn nice. Ain't got room for it. All right. Excuse me, bud. Alright, you do you, boo. I'm out of here. Yep. No loot goblin here. What happens when we get to 100% drug addiction? I didn't think about that. Does it ever stop? Okay, it just sits at 100. 100% calories? That is ridiculous. So, I guess things that can reduce quasimorphosis that don't cause addiction are really, really valuable, like that Wagyu beef. I'm going to think about that. That's very concerning. The meeting with the representative of Grasshopper Technology took place. It's a good deal. A worthless rock in exchange for valuable cargo. Yes! Okay. We got the better rifle. Higher caliber, and our class wants that higher caliber gun, so we have a trait that works with that. Another basic item chip. A couple makeshift grenades, some extra bullets, some paper towels. There you go. What a deal. All right, unload all, including you, and let's unload your ammo. Oh, you use weird stuff. Okay, you actually can keep your ammo. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Before I get too sidetracked, where did that item... I want to see what we get. Unlock chip. Unlock chip surgeon. Don't know what that means. We'll finish our mission. Spacecraft. Assume these are crafting things. So surgeon. And something about 9mm splash or something? 9mm bursting. Oh! Explosive ammo. I don't know what that does, but it sounds dangerous. Damage mod, crit chance, scatter. Okay. Interesting. And then high tech. We had surgeon. Oh. Plastic medical stuff. That might be better than the little hat thing we currently have. That apparently I can't even craft. I need some glass for it. Okay, well, nothing I'm going to make at the moment, obviously. And did we get any upgrades? No, I didn't think so. We didn't bring anything out that would have been an upgrade. Okay, well, 2 successful missions. We survived both. Did not pull any armor out, though. I was really hoping to get a second set of armor, just so that we could have a second person ready to go. Well, I guess a third. It seems like Victoria here is going to make it. And then we have Isabella, the cannibal, and then hopefully we'll get our other one. Didn't get any new classes. Didn't those bullets are interesting, but didn't really get anything otherwise on that. So that's all right. We are working on our rep. Grasshopper likes us, and they're getting close to level 2 of their tech. Could be interesting stuff. They actually have some gear here, so I could maybe just earn some gear. That could also be another thing. I think, isn't that a class, I want to say? Or maybe that one's a clone. That kind of looks like a DNA helix. But that's been Quasimorph again. A little bit less disappointing than last time. I don't like the missions. At least I don't think I like the missions. Yeah, I don't think we're ready for a power concentration 2400 here. So next time around, we'll have to figure out where we're going to go. It's not going to be Venus. Mars sounds kind of interesting because Mars doesn't have the Brahmafura. There's some lore reason for that I don't know yet, but that would be a little bit safer area for us. Realware, I mean, we could go against Grasshopper Tech now that they like us, and we could get our Realware like up a little bit. That could be handy. So we'll have some options there. And in fact, I think I'm even going to commit to flying there. We'll sing us out here as we fly there. I should make sure that we are crafting. What else can we make? A knife repair kit? Sure. We did get all those knife chunks out. And then beyond that, I'm not in love with that, if I'm being honest. Okay, here we go. Rotten meat. Start. Does the rotten dog meat not do anything? Okay, that's good to know. I think we get made. Don't really want normal shells. I don't need a normal knife. I kind of think that's all we can really make. All that's relevant. We need springs, we need ceramic plates, short pipes, explosives. We just need stuff. We need so much stuff. My big wish would be a big backpack recipe, a ×3 or a ×4 ideally recipe, so I could just always have it. Would be glorious. But that's gonna be it here. As always, if you've been enjoying this, don't forget to leave a like on it. Comments telling me suggestions, tips are always appreciated. I do have to engage or figure out which series are getting engagement, and then those are obviously the ones that we're going to continue. So if you enjoy this, you got to let me know by commenting, liking, watching, etc. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription today with a couple successful raids. And if you want to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super thanks, join me live for a super chat, check out the Patreon, or join the membership here on YouTube. All that support is super appreciated, and thanks for being you, builders. I'll catch you in the next one. Babble out.